Hello, hello, hello. It is the Appalachia Ranger, and I have returned again for another build. It's another full health commando build, and this time it's perfect. I believe it's perfect now. I did release one last week. There was a few discrepancies on there I wasn't too happy with that needed tweaking, and I felt kind of bad. And there has been positive response to that, but I found a new way and a better build. It's a daily driver. It's a raid ready. It's burning springs ready. It's everything. It's everything you need. It's great. It's got my favourite thing. It's got the carry weight. It's got the damage. It's got the damage resistance as well. Let's go straight to it today. Thank you for the positive response on all the recent videos I've been uploading. The build videos are my pride and joy. I do enjoy making them. And let's get to the point. As always, all my videos are timestamps for your convenience, so you don't have to listen to me ramble on all day. And let's get straight into it. What makes you special? Let's go straight into the specials for our new full health commando build. Full health tanky fixer. I've called it that just for the sake of I like the fixer. You can run multiple commando guns on this, so let's go. Let's go look at straight at the specials. And let's start from the top. Strength at a 10. Perception at a solid 15. Endurance at 10. Charisma at 5. Intelligence at 1, but trust me, we're not stupid on this build. Just the intelligence is 1. Agility at a 10. And a luck at 5. I'll leave these specials on the screen for the next couple of minutes, a couple of seconds, so you can jot them down and put it on your build straight away. I'll leave you with them for a moment. And I've returned. I hope that was enough time for you to jot it down. I'll leave it on just for a couple of more seconds. And there we go. Let's go into our favourite section of the video, and that's explaining perk cards. And specials are coming off. And let's go into active perk cards for this build. And we're back. Look, perk card time. Let's go. Like I said, this is full-fledged damage, and it's full-fledged damage resistance. It's great. It's an overeaters. It's a heavy damage resistance build, and we've got all damage resistance across the board now for all elements on this build. There's no messing around this time. We're in it to win, and we're in it to drive us through the game. So, as you know, remember for what I've always said on my builds, there's a couple of cards on here that you don't need to have on here. It's just mainly because I love my carry weight. I like to run around carrying plenty of stuff. I don't have to keep having to go back to the camp every 5 minutes after a quick expedition or something like that. So let's start from the top on strength. We've got strong back and game mode carry weight based on strength. We're at 15, so that's absolutely maximised right now. We've got a travelling pharmacy. That's weight of all chems, including stimpaks, are reduced by 90%. Great. Carry as much as you need. You don't feel confident or you want more stimpaks for when you're running raids and stuff like that. Hey, no harm. Let's go. Next one, easy target. Remember, this is the important part. This is where the damage numbers will come in. Easy target at a maximum rank of 3, plus 75% range damage to crippled targets. Great damage there. That's going to marry up as well. We have Barbarian on this build. Gain damage resistance based on strength. Doubled when not wearing armour. We don't need to worry about that. You're still going to get plenty of damage resistance, considering that our strength is absolutely maxed out currently at the 15. Scatter shot. 20% of damage dealt to limbs is applied to all limbs on your target. So you cripple one. Cripple one. Damage goes all the way around. All the way around. All the limbs are being damaged at the same time. Extra damage. Great for you. Bandolier. Ballistic weapons weigh 20% less. This is a must because we're going to be carrying plenty of ammunition when we're going around. So we don't want to be over encumbered too quickly. And we want to be out there as long as possible, especially in raids, collecting the ammunition. And if it weighs 20% less, great on you. So that's Bandolier at rank 2. And we've got Blocker. This blocker is important for taking less damage, so we're having that at a rank 3, take 40% less damage from your opponent's melee attacks. Just remember, you will get the pesky dogs, you will get coming up people closing the gap on you and trying to smack you in the face instead. So we don't want that. We want that full damage resistance there. So that is strength. They are your strength cards there. Once we move on to perception, you can read them properly anyway. So we're on perception now. Perception is at a max rank of 15, and we'll start from the top. Number cruncher. Your weapons have 2% increased damage per AP cost. So extra damage, getting out of situations quicker, finishing the targets quicker. Down Ranger at a max rank of 3, you do plus 20% range damage to far enemies. So no matter what, if you're close or far, we'll all be doing maximum damage, and this is exactly what we want. Tormentor, you deal 20% more damage per crippled limbs your target has. So remember, on the status shot, so the limbs are being crippled all at the same time. We're causing damage to all limbs, so the more limbs are damaged, the extra damage we're doing. So we're going to take down those targets as quick as possible. Tank Killer, your range weapons ignore 40% of armor. This is great, especially because like we have armored bloody Death Claws now, and the Raiders pack armor as well. We want to ignore that. We want to ignore what they're wearing, and we just want to deal with the damage to get rid of them. We want to get through our daily. We want to be daily drivers, don't we? And we want to deal as maximum damage, especially when we're in the raids and stuff like that. So great perk, maxed out at a 2. Concentrated Fire. I have Concentrated Fire at 3 because Focus Fire to gain plus 3% damage and damage per shot. So we want extra damage, but we'll be using fats for the extra damage on top, and we want pure accuracy. We don't be missing too much inside there. So there we go. Concentrated Fire maxed out, more accuracy, more damage. Awareness again, I've got no awareness on. Gain more fats accuracy based on your perception because it's maxed out at 15. Our accuracy is going to be fantastic, and that is exactly what we want on this build. That is exactly what we want. So there's your perception cards. We're going to move on to endurance next. Endurance is about staying beefy, and it's about how long we can survive in the wasteland without over needing to heal ourselves too much, and we just want to be tanks, don't we? So there we go. So I have quite a few cards here what relate to being beefy. So there we go. Endurance at a 15. Starting from the top, we've got Life Giver, gain more HP per point in endurance. That's maxed out now. You'll see our health when we go to the stats section of this build. Next is Ironclad, maxed out at 3. Armor provides 20%, 25% more protection, doubled if wearing a matching set. We will be wearing a matching set of Secret Service, so you'll see the damage resistance we've got. You'll see, it's great. And that's maxed out at rank 3. Iron Stomach, we'd all be avoiding diseases as much as possible because some of these cards what I have on are for disease resistance, and not having disease and having these cards on, you'll see massive benefits to the build. So Iron Stomach, increased damage and energy resistance based on endurance while not diseased, and that's endurance at 15, so that'll be maxed out at the top of the board. We've got True Hiker. I don't have the 3-star modification on my armor for True Hiker at the moment, so I'll still carry around the True Hiker perk. It will change over time, but it's still great to have it on. Food and drinks weights are reduced by 9%, so basically they weigh next to nothing, and that's maxed out at the 2. And we are an overeaters build, so we are going to be needing to carry around food and vegetables to keep ourselves hydrated and well fed, just like in the real world, but with less benefits because it's been more beneficial in Fallout to be fully fed, weirdly enough. The next card is Natural Resistance, and that is increased elemental resistance based on endurance while not diseased. So when we're not diseased, full plethora of elemental resistance, we're just becoming more tankier as we go along. So perfect card. I think this is a sleeper card that people don't usually use, but especially I think with daily driver builds, I think we should just be tanks. We don't want to die all the time. We just want to pew pew pew, get out of the situation and feel great. So there we go, Natural Resistance. First Quencher, very important card for me. We are a fatsy build, but we don't have to use fats all the time in this build. We can just free aim as much as we want, but we get that increased max HP AP based on endurance when not diseased. So First Quencher, one of those cards, sleeper card. I say it's a must because we want more AP for our fats, and there we go. And because we have endurance 15, it'll be maxed out. We've We've got vaccinated, increased disease resistance, space and endurance. We don't want to be diseased, so the more resistance we have, the better. So we don't have to keep taking diseases off ourselves. So perfect card. Love this card. Great time. Fireproof. So I've only got a rank 1 because we're already tanky. We don't need. We could have fireproof at rank 3, but what's the point? We don't need it. Take 50% less damage from explosions and flame attacks. You'll see, you don't die much from this build, and if at all, most of the time. Just if you're being lazy or you're neglecting your environment that you're in, you will die, like all builds. But there you go, fireproof, rank 1. Starch genes, we are mutated. It's a must, it's a card. Everyone uses this. Everyone knows by this point. Starch genes, you will never mutate from rads, and Radaway will never cure mutations. Must. Every build's got it, no matter what. Don't care what anyone says. Starch genes is everywhere. Rejuvenated, we're an overeaters build, so benefits of being well fed or hydrated are further increased when you have less than 10% rads. So the fully fed, tankier, feel better, you feel great. We're going to be doing all, we will take all the benefits from being well fed and hydrated. Increased XP, which is important, we are in a double XP weekend, and increased damage resistance as well, and damage. And that is endurance. Quick one as always, charisma, because not that charismatic on these builds, but who cares? We just care about our damage and damage resistance. So straight from the top, inspirational, gain more XP while on a team based on your charisma. It won't be too high, but it's double XP, so weekend, so we're going to be earning plenty of XP anyway. But there's your inspirational. Bodyguard. This is a new one I put on there. Gain damage and energy resistance based on your character and number of teammates. This is great because, of course, if we're in a team, we'd all gain extra damage resistance, and with a full team, we'd all gain more damage and energy resistance. I'm not going to show you that the benefits of this perk card today because I'm on my private server. So there you go. That is what it is. Strange in numbers, positive mutations effects are 20% much stronger if teammates are mutated too. This is a must card. Everyone's mutated. You rarely come across anyone who's not mutated. Maybe early players. But other than that, it's a must. So the positive effects of all the mutations will be doubled now. 25% stronger, basically. So nearly doubled with this card on. So it's a must. It's another card, but it's a must. You've got Tenderizer. Each tap makes your targets take increased damage. More damage, the better you are, the quicker you get out of stupid situations. And next we are moving on to intelligence at a rank 6, a must card on an overeaters build or any build now. Stimpaks restore more HP based on your intelligence, so you'll be only needing necessarily to use one Stimpak to fill the health bar, so it's a great perk card. Next is Field Surgeon. Stimpaks and Radaway heal 60% heal 60% faster, which is great because if you don't want to be healing slowly, you want to heal quickly to get back into the action and back into the game. And that is Field Surgeon, another must card. It will cost you 2. Scrapper, throwaway card. Obtain more components when you strap weapons and armor. I had a spare point in intelligence, so I threw this bad boy out there. So why not? Why not earn more? And junk is selling high at the moment. A lot of people want junk at the moment. I'm not too sure why, but I'll investigate that. But I'm a Fallout builder, builds builder, so I'm not too sure why. But there we go. Scrap is always necessary. Get your scrap out there, guys, and it's an extra perk card on top. Next is good with salt. We'd all be carrying food, so obviously food in your inventory will swallow 9% slower, so that food you are carrying around for your overeaters build will last longer and is necessary. So there you go. That is intelligence for you. And next, the most important. All these perk cards here marry up with other perk cards in strength and perception, and these cards are all a must for any commando build at this point, so pay attention to agility and what I'm saying in agility. Obviously you always do. There's positive feedback from previous videos, but always pay attention to your agility. So starting from the top, we've got Gunslinger Master at a rank 3, well, cost 3 points. Gain onslaught stats over time and spend them on attacks plus 10 max stats, so we'll do it more stats on top, and everyone knows onslaught is a must now, especially for the furious weapons. It provides more damage and it's just great. Onslaught's great. Perfect. Next is Gunslinger Expert. It's just stacking on top of the Gunslinger Master. +1 range, weak spot damage per onslaught stat, +3 max stats, which marries up with Scatter Shot, marries up with Downranger, Number Cruncher, providing more damage on top of crippled limbs, weak spots, everything. Weak spots being crippled. You're just churning through people like butter. You'll see on the test phase of this stream, this video. Gorilla next also must reduce 20% damage to close enemies. So when you've had the gap closed, pew pew pew, damage, damage, damage. Get yourself out of that situation, and that is a rank 3. Next is Gorilla Expert. It will cost you 2, +1 reload speed per onslaught stat, +3 max stats. So you're getting more onslaught stats, but you're reloading quicker and getting out of the situation quicker. Perfect. We've got Gorilla Master, and that will cost you 3, +5% range damage to close enemies per onslaught stat, +5 on the max stat, so you're getting more stats, more damage to close enemies. But we still have the ranged enemy attacks as well, so it's even better. So we're closing the gap on damage, and we've got range damage as well, and that's what we really want on this build. My throwaway card, just for the action points, is the Pack Away Light on this. Your action points regenerate faster when they're over encumbered. That's why I like having heavy amount of carry weight, because my action points regenerate quicker, and I have more AP to spend on my fats to clean out those super mutants and anybody else out in the wasteland. And then we've got evasive, chance to evade attacks based on your agility. It's maxed at 15, so it will be avoiding damage. And in brackets there, no power armor. This is no power armor build. Don't need power armor. We're already tanky. We're tankier than a power armor in this build. Trust me, you will see. And there you go, chance to evade attacks based on your agility, no power armor. And that is agility at a 15, and that's it. Last point, last but not least, is our luck. And a lot of it's to do with fats, but it's not necessary. Any kills in fats restores action points based on your luck. So kills, our AP is shooting back up there. The quicker you kill, the more fats you have. Great time, especially if you're surrounded by enemies. That is the Grim Reaper's Sprint. There we go. We've got better criticals. Fats criticals now do 100% damage. So critical hits in the fats now at rank 3. Great. And it will do more damage, plus 100 on top. So you'll see when you're doing those fat criticals, pew, heavy damage, gone. Ricochet, chance to deflect range damage, attacks based on luck. The luck's quite high, so we'd be ricocheting that damage back to our friends who are attacking us. So that's Ricochet rank 1. We got Class Freak, a must card. It's on all builds. We know this at this point, and that is the negative effects of mutation now reduced by 75%, so we won't be feeling the hassle as much. And that is Class Freak. Got Junk Shield. Everyone knows Junk Shield. Another must. Gain resistance based on your luck and the amount of junk held. So you carry 100. The peak amount of junk you need to be carrying and locked into your inventory is 100. I'll show you that anyway. So you go lock 100 pieces of junk. The lightest is best. It's up to you what you want to carry, what you're willing to sacrifice. It's not real sacrifice. You never really lose it. And it will gain a heavy amount of damage resistance on top. So that is your perk cards on there. I'll show you what legendary perk cards you need on next as well on top of this. But obviously it's going to be timestamped, so you could skip across and then come back to this section. It's easy peasy. So I'll leave those perk cards on there for a moment for you just to look over quickly. So you can jot them down or take a screenshot or something like that, or take a picture. And there you go, I'll leave them on for a couple of seconds. And that's your perk cards. Let's move on to the legendary perk cards you'll be needing on this build next. Legendary perk cards, we'll start from the top, and then I'll leave them on the screen, of course. And we have legendary luck, +5 luck, +5 luck perk points. Perk points cap at 15, and that'll be maxed out at rank 4. We've got the legendary agility, same again, +5, capped at 15. And we have the legendary intelligence, same again, +5, capped at 15. And again, we have the legendary endurance, +5, capped at 15. Next one, I must, is taking 1 for the team, maxed out. Enemies take 40% more damage when they attack you if you are on a team. So there we go. I may move on to a team for this build, just so you can actually see the full potential of this build when we run the test. Because I feel like we may miss a little bit if we don't. So I'll want to show you that the damage we'll be dealing. And then we have legendary strength, +5, capped at the 15. So just bear with me a moment and I'll stay silent. I'll scroll through these for you so you can just take notes. And there we go. Remember, as always, any perk cards you're not happy with, any legendary cards you're not happy with, let me know. And let me know what you would change and what you would keep and what you wouldn't keep. I'm always open to suggestions on that. So let's run through the legendaries and I'll stay silent slowly for you. Enjoy. Weirdly, there's a cat meowing outside. Sorry about that. That was weird. I was just listening to that. Yeah, so there's your legendary perk cards. How weird. Sorry if you heard that. It's just a strange cat outside. So that is your perk cards, everybody. I hope you're happy with them. It's going to be a great build to inspect. We're going to go through the weapons and ammo I personally carry on this build, and I think you should carry as well. So let's go. Right, there we go. Let's look at weapons next. Still a cat meowing outside, how weird. So, I'm obviously carrying the Elder's Mark, which marries up with Onslaught quite well. So let's start from the top. Let me just repair these, obviously. Ooh, I've been lazy. So let's start off with the Elder's Mark. I can't remember the event you get it from. There's plenty of videos out there for the Elder's Mark. I do have some spare Elder's Marks, by the way. I've got 2 spare in my inventory that I don't intend on selling. So if this video hits 100 likes and you play on the PlayStation, come meet me. My PSN's in my profile and I'll give away the Elder's Mark to you if you don't have an Elder's Mark already. I have 2 spare. If the video reaches 100 likes, I'll give away my 2 Elder's Mark to 2 viewers randomly. Anyone in the comments. And that is a promise, thank you. So the Elder's Mark, we'll start from the top. I don't have 4-star mod on this currently, but I would recommend pinpoints for the extra damage. So let's look at the Elder's Mark. It's a Furious, +5 damage per onslaught stat, +9 stacks. We will be having 30 stacks of onslaught, so this will be our big damage dealer, the Elder's Mark, the biggest damage dealer. I have Rapid on there, +25% weapon speed. It's quicker. Get through any situation, it pushes out damage quicker. It's got a +15 reload speed, and I've got the obviously the large quick eject, so you won't even notice reloading. It would be like a flash, you will see. It's a cursed weapon, so it already does extra damage, +15 damage, and 25% attack speed, but low durability. Don't worry about that. You have plenty of repair kits, and if you repair it to 200%, it'll last long anyway. For the modifications I have on there, I have the hardened receiver, I have the short light barrel, full stock, large quick eject drum, and the reflex sight dot, and the suppressor. That is the Elder's Mark for you. I'll show you the full potential of the Elder's Mark. Spin it around, I'll keep it on screen for a moment so you can just see the modifications I've got on there. Bear with me, I'll stay silent so you can look through. And that is the Elder's Mark. So the next gun I run is my classic. It's another Furious. It's the original meta gun of all time. It is the Fixer. The Fixer. It's been a staple of Fallout 76 for so long. You know something? It's a classic. I always keep it on me because it does great fats damage. And even if I am being sneaky, well, the damage is huge. But there you go. I've also got it as a Furious. I've also got it as a Rapid and a Swift. Exactly the same as the Elder's Mark. But I have the pinpointers on here, and that's plus 20% damage to weak spots, and you'll see the damage on the fixer is absolutely perfect, and it churns through stuff, churns through everything. It's fantastic. It's the fixer. And I have the powerful automatic receiver as the receiver mod. I have the true long barrel. I have the aligned stock. I have the swift magazine. I have the reflex sight circle and the suppressor on there. So it's great, and it does 15% stealth in shadows and plus sneaking speed as well. So I'll keep the modifications and the starred mods on there for you for a moment to look through. That is my weapons of choice on this build. These guns will get you through any situation in the wasteland. They are great. They're not too hard to come by, but there we go. It's fantastic. And we'll leave it there. That is my weapons. Let's go on to the armor next that I am running on this build. It is Overeater's Secret Service. So that look beautiful. Beautiful. Secret Service is easy to gain now. You just still need gold bullion. And I'll show you. I have it as Overeaters increased damage reduction up to 6% as you fill your 101st meter. Currently +4, but it goes up to 6. So when I'm fully fed, you will see. I have the Elementist as the second star, increased all resistance by +5, so tanky. We're packed in, we're great. Third star, jump weight items reduced by 20%. Because we are using junk shield, I want that junk to be reduced as much as possible that I am carrying. So I popped that junk pack rats on there as my third star, just to help out. Health regenerates slowly on the sawbones, up to 5% per second on a full stack. The modifications, I have butt rest for the biggest damage resistance on there. I have depocketed from a carry weight. And I have the Alaskan winter paint on there. It's up to you whatever paint you want on there. But that is the chest plate. Next is the left leg. And again, that it is unyielding for some reason. But it should be Overeaters. Bear with me a second. I've missed one of my pieces there. So let's just imagine that is Overeaters. I do apologise. So that should be technically be Overeaters. I apologise on that one. We'll just say it is. 101st grows 10% slower. On the second star for Gluttons, because I am Overeaters build, that will reduce the amount of time you need to keep eating and stuff like that. So perfect card. That will marry up with your Overeaters build at the same time. Plus 5% chance to deal 90% fire damage per second for 3 seconds to melee attackers. So I've got the burning on there, so if anyone tries to close the gap on you, we're knocking them out, we're giving them some fire damage. Next I have Limit Breaker as my 4 star. Each one armor piece reduces the cost of criticals by -10% up to -50% on a full stack, so critical damage and the cost of criticals will be reduced. Same again, I've got the butt rest and the deep pocketed and an Alaskan winter paint, but don't make the same mistake as me. That needs to be an Overeaters. That was something I neglected, so I need to change that. But right now, it's not really an issue. And then, obviously, as you can see, we've got the Overeaters on the... Is this the right leg? The right leg or the left leg? It's not necessary to worry about that. Again, like I said, you've got that damage reduction. You've got plus 25% poison resistance on there as the poisoners on my second star. I've got ammo weight reduced by 20%, so it's being reduced even more. And then we've got sawbones again for the third star for health regenerating over time, and that's what we like. We've got the butt rest and the deep pocketed again on that one. Great. Again, we've got Overeaters. We've got the poisoners again for the poison resistance. We've got Adamantium for the plus 15 limb damage resistance. And then we've got the Sawbones back on, so we're always generating health, even when we're low. And then final piece of armor, we've got the Overeaters again. We've got Glutton to slow at 101st. So we've got 2 of them stats now, so that's 20% on the 101st lowered down now. And we've got that ammo weights on the weapon weights reduction on arms keeper on rank 3, so the weapons door cost less to carry, so they're reduced in weight, so we can carry more and we can carry more resources when we're out there. We've got the limit breaker on, and then the critical damage again, minus 10%, so now it's at a 20%, so criticals cost even less now, so it's even better. We've got the butt rest and the deep pocketed again, and there we go. That is our armor on there. Obviously, we need to make sure that is an overeaters in the future. Maybe I have one on me. No, I don't currently, but I'll have one somewhere. I'll find it amongst. So let's go to the stats next. As you can see on the stats, fantastic. We've got damage resistance at 759, poison resistance at 112, fire resistance and explosive resistance at 37. We've got energy resistance at 763. We've got a 37 resistance to Chiral and 450 on the radiation. Let me just fill my 100. Let's fill my drinks up. Let's check now. So back to the stats again. At a full, we've got the 781, 118, a 43, damage resistant, energy resistance 823, Chiral 43, and 450 on the status there. And our health is maxed out at HP is 512 now. Perfect. We are looking good on the status. We're going to be super tanked here, as you can see. Let's go to the effects. Obviously, it's double XP weekend, so I apologise there, but we'll see the effects that we have on this build. The element is there. Plus 5 damage resistance, plus 5 energy resistance, plus 5 energy resistance, and fire resistance, plus 5 damage resistance, plus 5 chiral resistance. Let's ignore the food and veg I've eaten, but we have brain fungus soup, so it's double XP weekend, so plus 4 intelligence. We've got energy plus 50 energy resistance and fire cap soup. I do recommend that. It's fantastic for the energy resistance there, and that's plus 50 energy resistance on the fire cap soup. We've got the fully fed, which we have the perk card on, which increases the benefit, so plus 60 HP, plus 4 strength, plus 45% disease resistance. Next, we have our mutations. And we'll get ready to talk about the mutations now, because we're time-stamped. And here are our mutations. I am running Adrenaline Reaction, plus 5 damage per kill, while the kill streak will be earning kill streaks very quickly, you will see. We have the Bird Bones, which is the plus 4 agility, minus 1 on the strength, minus 9% fall damage, which is great, minus 45% fall speed, so it reduces the damage. We've got Chameleon, invisible in combat if unarmed or stationary. We have the Eagle Eyes, plus 50% critical damage, which is a must for the Fats. Minus 1 strength, plus 4 perception, so it's higher and higher perception, do you know what I mean? So it's fantastic. That's the Eagle Eyes. We've got Egghead for the intelligence. We love Egghead. We like that intelligence. And the negative effects have been reduced, so it's only 0.75% endurance. Minus 0.75 strength. It's not too bad. Don't need to worry. We've got electrically charged there. 40% chance to deal 25% energy damage to melee attackers, so anyone closing the gap in you, we go shoo him away. Empath, minus 25% team damage taken, plus 6% damage taken. Grounded nets, plus 100% energy resistance. That's what makes us a big tank. Minus 30% energy gun damage, but we're not using energy guns, so we don't need to worry about that. Healing factor, which will marry up with some of the Sawbones mods that we have on. Plus 5 health regen, minus 40% chem effects, but we're not too worried about that. We are herbivores, immune to disease and rads from veggies. 2 times the benefits from veggies, no benefits from meat. Don't worry about that. We've got herd mentality on there. We have marsupial for our plus 320% jump height. We want to jump around. We're crazy people. Minus 1% intelligence, plus 20% carry weight. You know me. I love my carry weight. Plague water, poison aura, Aura scaling with your diseases. We're not diseased, so don't worry about that. Scaly Skin, minus 12% in the AP, but look at this. Plus 50% damage resistance, plus 50% energy resistance, so it's fantastic. We have the Speed Demon, plus 30% reload speed, plus 30%, 20% move speed, plus 30% 100 first while moving. We have Talons. That's just for unarmed damage. If we're going up against the resistant people who need to be knocked out for any with melee. To die on the mutations, Twisted Muscles plus 25% melee damage, plus 50% limb damage, which we do want, but the other two effects don't really affect us, so we don't need to worry about them. We have Unstable Isotope plus 10% chance to deal 10% chance to deal 10 to fire and 80% rad damage to people who are close in the gap on us. I'll scale through the mutations again for you. You can just sit and have a look at them and see what you would like and what you wouldn't like. So I'll be silent for a moment and go through them for you again. And that is your mutations, everyone. I hope you've liked this video up to now. And that is your mutations right there. It's great. There we go. And I just want to show you one more thing. These are the perk card stats. I'll just scroll through them for you now so you can see what the perk cards are actually doing at the same time. I'll stay silent so you can read them. You see all the damage, what we're doing, the reload speed, the evade chances, the FATS accuracy, the ironclad, and more importantly, if you look just down there at the junk shield, this is the point I'm making. Carry that junk, because look, plus 100% damage resistance, plus 100% energy resistance. Remember, junk shield is a must. Please carry it. It's nothing. It's just, trust me, carry it. You'll see. The benefits are there. And that is your perk card effects. And we're fully hydrated for the plus 6% AP regen, plus 4 endurance, plus 45% damage resistance. And there you go, guys. Let's scroll back to the top so you can look through everything yourself. Slow down, take stuff off. It's completely up to you because we're going to our next and favourite part of the stream, and that is test phase. We'll be testing at, where should we test today? Should we test at Grunt Hunt or should we go West Tech? I don't know. Should we go West Tech today? Let's go West Tech. Let's change it up. Oh, no, actually. I don't know. Where should we go today? Should we just do both? Let's get fully fed. Because I want to show you the effects of some of the perk cards from being in a team. We are going to come out of the server and we're going to join a public server. I don't want to hear everyone listen to me rambling on, so I'm going to put voice chat to none. And let's jump into a server. And let's do the testing phase. I hope you like this build. I'm so happy with this build. It's, for me, it's going to be great. I think I froze. Oh, I haven't. I'm in. I was worried now it was door crash. Biggest fear when I'm making these build videos is the game crashing. Because it's bloody unstable, especially on the PlayStation that I play on. Yeah, it's really unstable, but there we go. Don't worry about that. We're in. Are we in? Fingers crossed, guys. Can we get this test done in this video? Really want to test. Oh, play it. Why do I show me play titles then? How weird. Okay, let's join this team. So we can have our effects on. We are going to be running. All the teams are full. So we didn't actually have to join. But anyway, let's go and get ourselves a... Let's go and get ourselves a Grunt Hunt, and then we'll do West Tech at the same time. So we'll just get a broad spectrum of the testing, and I can talk about the testing while we're going along and show you the damage numbers, what we're doing at the same time. Go meet our good old friend, the Ghoul, and try and get a contract off him. Game's been really slow today. double XP weekend, so I'm not too surprised there's plenty of people out there. Let's get ourselves a nice grunt hunt. Hello, Mr. Ghoul. I hope you're having a nice time in this weird, dilapidated place. Let's track this grunt hunt. Let's do a nice test. Ooh, it is in... Oh, someone's already down here, which is a shame. We will go West Tech anyway, so don't worry about that. Right, let's go. Let's go and test this build and show you the damages and show you why I trust this build, as it's beautiful. Trust me, it's beautiful build. We'll be running the Elders mark to showing off the Elders mark on this build. Let's get going. So I'd like to say while we're testing this build, the response to some of the videos recently have been absolutely astounding. The positive comments I received is fantastic. Really nice. Look at that. The AP's shooting back up. Let's take this guy down. And he's down. That's that grunt hunt finished. There we go. Beautiful. Let's go and test it out at West Tech now, and I'll show you how we'll go through these muties like butter. Let's go clear out West Tech with our new build, our daily driver build, our great results build, our great raid build. We'll be doing clean and effective damage. The only missing thing on this Elders map realistically is the pinpointers. I think we could do so much more damage if we had the pinpointers on. But let's enjoy. Look at those numbers. Clean. 510 on the head. Just clean assassins. Going through. Hello, Mr. Mutant. Look, no damage. He's doing nothing to us. Clean. Hello, Mr. Robot. Let's get inside this West Tech. Look at that, guys. Look at the pure damage this build is doing. And you know something? Everyone can gain access to this build. Everyone can enjoy this build. Yes, it will take a little bit of effort. It is an endgame build, but look, I make these builds for everyone. And I know everyone can get to this point. It's not impossible. Look at that. Clean. Who's in there? There's someone else in there. Look at that. 1,000 on the headshot there. I'm sure there's a doggo and another mutie there. Go to bed. There we go. Look. Clean. Pew! Sit down, sir. Where's our other friend in here? And look at the accuracy as well. The accuracy is fantastic. Especially in the fats, which is always a worry. Doggo there. Let's push through. Push, 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 push. Let's test. Hello, Mr. Mutant. Sit down. Thank you very much. You don't have a reservation here. Even on the free aim there. Look at that. Beautiful. And if it was a full team as well, we'd have more damage. And just look. They're not damaging us. No one's hurting us. It's perfect. It's really great. Who else is in here? Well, guys, let me know again. Obviously, let me know. I think this is the ultimate build. I can carry anything with this. We will do clean damage. I think this is my ultimate build for 2025. Because as you can see, look at the results. Have I gained any damage? I'm still at 99% health. Just because I've got a little bit of radiation. My stats are high. It's great. I hope you're impressed. This is everything. This is everything I enjoy on this build. It's clean. Where is my damage? Can someone damage me, please? Like, please damage me. They can. We're just walking through them. Oh, sneaky boy upstairs. Taking damage now for the neglect I've just caused, but hey, we did ask to take damage. Where's our other friend? Excuse me, sir. Okay. Excuse me. Look at those numbers, though. Look at the numbers. Casually walking through. Enjoying our time in West Tech. But yeah, guys. That's it. That is the ultimate build, personally, for me for 2025. I'll sit with our friend here, finish the stream with our Mr. Super Mutant. Well, someone does not want to finish. There we go. So, like I said, this is the build. This is the build. Say hello to my friend. There's still another pesky person out there. Excuse me. Thank you. But yeah, that's it, guys. I've really enjoyed making it. Still more of our friends out here, but look, guys, it's not an issue. We've cleaned them out. But like I said, guys, I've really been enjoying these videos the past couple of weeks. And I just hope these builds are really effective for you. And I hope they're descriptive enough for you. I hope they're helping. Like I always say, if there's any issues with the builds, let me know and tell me what to change. But as you can see, we've just gone through West Tech like it was nothing. We barely took any damage. I think he used one stim pack for a slight mistake. But there we go. This is my ultimate build for 2025 on Fallout. I hope it is for you. I hope it works for you. And if it doesn't, please let me know. And like I said, I have 2 spare elders marked in my inventory. If this video reaches 100 likes, I'll distribute them to anybody who comments on the video. Just 2 people, though chosen at random. If you are a PlayStation player only, obviously PlayStation players only, because that's the console player, please let me know. And hopefully we do reach 100 likes and I can distribute those elders marks out there so I can help you guys with the build. Remember, Fixer, elders mark, great for this build. Use it, and I will hopefully see you in 2026. Thank you very much.